Alright, so I have missed a couple of Sunday reads or stories or whatever to my mother. And it is not Sunday. It's Friday. I've got my Bloody Marys. But today was kind of a bittersweet day because it is, it's become clear that as much as I hate to admit it, because I'm the Bon Air craftsman, I don't need anybody, I don't need anything, I do it all myself. But the house is a bit out of control. Not with regards to my ability to fix it, but with my regards to my ability to document it, record it, all the logistical shit that has to be done in the event that this goes to court. So Kat and I have been interviewing contractors. 2 or 3 commercial contractor and 1 commercial residential. Anyway, long story short is we had a second interview today with a commercial contractor and his superintendent. And we both sort of agreed that this would be a good fit. And this would be helpful to start moving forward instead of just wallowing around in, I don't even know what to call it. We don't really have a scope. We don't have a direction. I mean, I know what I would do. But I'm not a licensed Class A. I mean, I've got, all I gotta do is go pay for it. But, so we agreed, and she called me and told me they're gonna sign the contract Monday. If everything pans out, and we're gonna have a new contractor, and I'm gonna have, I hope this works out the way I think it is in my head. I'm going to have the support that I need to get shit done. But as I said, it's bittersweet because 2.5 years of dealing with this other individual was taxing enough, mentally, of course, physically. Once he was gone, I was like, oh damn, I can get some shit done. I don't think anybody really realized, even myself, to the extent that this structure was messed up. I had all the, I knew it was messed up, but I know you gotta sort of walk a line about what's really, is this just cosmetic, industry standard, or is my ego getting in the way? What is really important? What is really structural? And I knew where to look, and I knew who to call to confirm my concerns. And it turns out that it's quite possibly a lot worse than I really thought, which is kind of hard to imagine. But as I said, I knew who to call. Got a friend of mine who's a structural engineer. And I try not to jump to conclusions. I mean, I think I'm pretty well versed and educated at what it is I do. Got a lot of experience. But unlike this other individual, before I just start raising hell and pointing fingers and calling people idiots, I call my buddy. I run shit past him. He more or less says, yeah, you're right, or no, you're wrong, or maybe you should look into it more, or whatever. And which is what I've been doing. He's helped me out a lot of different projects. I can't remember exactly when we met. I know which project we met, but I just can't remember what year it was. But anyway, we were sometime 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I'm not even sure. We were doing another project, another cluster, not quite of this magnitude, but pretty decent magnitude. You know, he just talks to me as a friend, gives me advice. It's not like a signed, sealed report, but he points me in the right direction as to where I need to go to get resolution. He does a lot of this on his own time, and he doesn't get paid for it. So way back, whenever it was, I think it was before I messed my hand up. I figured I was going to pay him back. I was going to make him a bow, which was this bow. And I did. I made him a bow. It was a black locust bow. Copperhead skins on him. And I made him a Sanu bowstring. But that damn dog that I love so much, Clovis, he jerked this bow off the wall and ate the bowstring. So I had to make a new bowstring out of rawhide because I'm saving my Sanu for another bow. But that got me thinking, because Randy's helping me out again, and I promise you, I'm going to give him this bow, I'm going to give him some arrows. The whole copperhead thing is copperheads and turkey feathers. I was at the Virginia Hunting Show selling my wares, bows and my arrows and my knives and all that. Alright, y'all will have to excuse me because if I see this squirrel, he just dropped, there he is, that bastard. Hold tight. This squirrel has been driving my dogs up the wall, and driving me up the wall. There you go, just broke another game log. I don't even remember what picture anymore. Look, he's dropping acorns on me again. Oh, shut up. Anyway, I'm at the Virginia hunting show, selling my stuff. And I had called Department of Game and Inland Fisheries before I went to this show and asked them what was Trixie, you were so fat, moving my camera around. Lay down. What was legal to sell and what wasn't? I don't even know. Stop moving my camera. And the woman that I spoke to claimed she talked to the colonel. And the colonel said, so long as you manufacture the product into a piece of art or a tool, it was legal to sell. Okay, so I went to the show, and I had a bow very similar to Randy's. A recurve, sinewed, copperhead clad, probably call it a plains bow, for sale. And I had a bunch of arrows that I had made with turkey feathers, wild turkey feathers. And I had a bunch of knives that I had made where I took the biggest toe out of a turkey's foot and used it as the handle for the knife. Which are really cool, and we're selling like hotcakes. Put a piece of mahogany obsidian on this turkey toe. You know, I mean, it looked cool. So I was selling, having a good time. Had my good buddy Steve Chafin helping me because I don't know how to do the credit card shit. Anyway, I call him a Barney Fife game warden. I mean, I'd been there Friday. I was there Friday and all day Saturday. I was 150 feet from the kiosk for the game department. And I had had, I don't know, 20 or 30 game wardens come through my little booth. And nobody said shit. All very impressed, great, no problem. So Saturday afternoon, Barney Fife wannabe game warden comes in there. And he picks up the copperhead gun. Just like Randy's. And then he picks up an arrow and a turkey toe knife. He comes over and says, we got a problem. And I'm like, what is that? You can't sell this, it's illegal. Well, what are you talking about? I called the department. I got confirmation from the colonel so long as I took the wildlife product and turned it into a tool or a piece of art, which this could be considered both in my mind, that I could sell it. No, that's not true. I said, well, call the colonel. Well, the colonel retired. Imagine that. So now we got a new colonel who has no idea of my story. So my buddy Steve, he steps in He says, look, clearly there's a misunderstanding. Can't we just take the bow and the arrows down and, investigate it more? There's no need to. And this guy's making a scene. Now all these people are coming around. Why is this game warden giving me shit, writing me a ticket? Just made me look like a piece of shit, which kind of sent me over the edge. He says, no, I gotta write you a summons, take it up in court, which he does. He writes me, I had it. He writes me this ticket right here for the Henrico County General District Court, selling copperhead skins and turkey feathers. I went home that evening, and as anyone who knows me knows, I broke out the legal pad. I started writing letters. And then I broke out a piece of 4x8 piece of plywood, and I made a sign. I was going to go back into that show on the last day and embarrass the holy hell out of the Game Commission. Y'all won't be able to see it. But that's the sign I made. It's got the bow in question and the turkey calls and the turkey toes and the ticket. And it says the Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries sticks it to small business and artists. Underneath that it says, did you know that the copperhead that bit my dog is on this turkey call, and I can't sell it for the vet bills? Number two, I can buy a bow from China, but I can't sell a handmade bow with copperhead chins on it. Number three, you can't buy, sell, trade any parts of your deer, but the Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries charges you every year just for the chance to enter the Virginia Deer Classic. It's illegal to sell deer horns or mounts for fear of mass harvesting. What is the Virginia Deer Classic? A state-sponsored antler contest. I called the VDGIF and asked if I could sell these products. They said yes. The VDGIF was invited here to promote and educate hunters, not to harass and prosecute the uneducated. Number 7 is, this bow is now free with the purchase of a $500 string. So I was pretty pissed off. I had that sign in the back of my truck. And I was going to put it right dead smack in the center of my display, where all these hunters were going to come by. I mean, I was going to create a scene. My friend Steve, he said, Kevin, you can't do that. What the hell I can't? He's like, nah, this is not the way to go. And he was right. He knew I was emotional and pissed off. He talked me down, and I kept the sign in my truck. Finished the day out. But that wasn't the end of the story. long and the short, I'm guessing this might take a couple of Sundays. That pissed me off enough to where I actually got the state law changed. Fucking squirrel just dropped another. But I guess you'll have to wait till next Sunday to find out how. Because I'm going to shoot this squirrel. But I got the law changed.